Okay, does oxygen help speed the recovery? Okay, and so we've got a football player running 100 yards three times in quick succession. Okay, so 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, then take a 3 minute break, then run 100 yards. Okay, because players vary greatly in speed, you plan to match pairs experiment, discuss the design. Um, Now let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so we got this break here. Trying to see if I missed something about inhaling oxygen in this little experiment here, because we got this break here. So we're going to time their 100 yards. We're going to compare this time with this time with this time, the break, and this time. Let's see, I'm just rereading this. We might measure the recovery from intense exertion as follows: three times, then allow 3 minutes to rest, time the final run. Design the design of such an experiment to investigate the effect of inhaling oxygen. Oh, I guess I got to read the rest of the problem, sorry. Um, Discuss the design of such an experiment to investigate the effect of inhaling oxygen during the rest period. Okay, so we're not going to time these. We're going to run these, get them tired, take a break, then time this. We're going to do the running um, during this break period. We're going to inhale oxygen and then time the run. Okay, we want to compare these two times. Now, the whole idea of a matched pairs is that I don't want to compare some guy like Jesse Owens to me, for instance, on here, because that's not going to help. He doesn't need a break, and he's going to beat the pants off me. Well, in his prime, he's dead now. But anyway, whereas I could take as much oxygen as I needed, and I'd never beat him. So there we go. Look at that. I could have picked somebody that's actually alive. Go figure. Um, all right. So what we want to do is we want to take the same guy, do this treatment of him. Lost my pen here. Sure did. Oh, now it comes. There we go. See my scribbles. We want to do this first treatment, and then we'll do the second treatment on the same guy and compare each one individually. Okay, so the way this will work is this. We'll take our 25 guys, and we're going to split them into two groups. Okay, one group is going to take the break without oxygen and then time. Okay, and the other one's going to do oops, sorry, and then do the break with oxygen, time, and the other one's going to do the break with oxygen, time, and then the break without oxygen, and then time, the run. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare their individual differences. That way I compare the same person with their time right here without oxygen in their break and their time with oxygen in their break. It doesn't help me to compare two different people, in other words. I want to compare the same guy, and then down here I'm comparing the same person with himself. Now, I do them separately like this because I want half the people to do it without the oxygen the first time, and the second time the other group is doing it with the oxygen the first time. So that way there's no advantage to, well, I did this one first, So of course that time's going to be faster because this is the first run you made. Well, half of them did it here, half of them did it here, so it'll even out in the end. Okay, let's look at the next one, 47. Okay, 47. Quick randomizing, why is this a bad idea? 100 people, 50 men, 50 women, toss a coin. If it's heads, all the men go to the treatment group, women go to the control group. If it's tails, it goes the other way around. Why isn't this a good way to randomly assign subjects to treatment groups? Well, you have two options. All the men are in one, all the women are the other, or vice versa. You have no way of mixing the groups up any other way, do you? Okay, I can't, it's either men and women or women and men. Well, that's not random, is it? If I wanted to keep the men and women separately, then you could do that. But what if I wanted just of the 100 people, I wanted a random selection of just any 50 here and any 50 here? Well, that's not going to work then. I can't do that with this technique, right? It doesn't allow for that. Okay, so bad idea for a completely randomizing. Good idea if I want to keep the men and women together, but that wouldn't make sense for an experiment like this anyway. So that's bad idea. So there we go.